from Trillium.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, yay! Oh, yay! Oh, yay! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the grand opening or reopening of the hall and its barrier-free environment, with many thanks to those who made this possible, including the Ontario Trillium Foundation. God save the Queen!
Okay. Oh, yeah. Ready? Ready? 3, go.
1, 2, 3, go. All right, if everyone would like to come back in, and we'll do our brief speeches and
Go, 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 go. Gonna let everybody else go in? Okay. Go ahead, guys. No? Okay.
Our Lions President, Lion Jim Summers.
Thank you. Welcome, everyone. A special thanks to our town crier, Mr. David Boyd. Thank you very much. Great introduction, and I'm glad that the weather held out for us.
I would like everyone to rise. We're going to sing "O Canada."
And thank you, everyone, for making the time to come out and see us today. It's a very special day for us here at the Elgin Lions Club. I promise we're going to keep our speeches very brief so everyone has a chance to do some mingling and take a look at the great displays and everything that are set up by fellow members so everyone can see what the gist of what we do here is and the events that take part. First of all, I'd like to start and introduce one of our distinguished guests, candidate Steve Clark.
Well, thanks, Lions Jim, worship, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's such a pleasure for me to be here. I can really, we were just here in December at your annual Christmas dinner to announce the Trillium Grant. And now that I'm here and I get to see the great work. Now, I have to admit, though, I only did go into one washroom. So, I want to make sure I was politically correct. And, but just looking at the barrier-free access that we've got out front, this is such a wonderful hall. I don't have to tell the Lions members that are here what a wonderful hall this is and what a tremendous asset it is for the township of Rideau Lakes. I'm so proud that the Ontario Trillium Foundation is here, and Betsy is a wonderful volunteer. We're so glad to have her working on our behalf with the Ontario Trillium Foundation. But this is really what Trillium Grants are all about. It's about building upon the strength of our communities, and certainly the Lions Club here in Elgin is such an incredible asset. It's such a strength. Your members serve our community so well, and I just am so happy that that this hall has got the renovations, because I know you know that there's so many groups that are going to benefit from the improvements. It's going to make this hall much more accessible for our community. And I just want to thank you again for giving me this opportunity. Thank you for allowing me to be here in December. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to congratulate all of you on the great work you do here in Elgin. So thanks for having me.
Next up, I'd like to introduce very popular and lovable lady that is very special to the Elgin Lions Club for sure now, from the Ontario Trillium Foundation, Betsy Heatley.
You know, people ask me about this volunteer role, and I said, well, people love to see me coming because I always bring money. So. I was here before Steve. Unfortunately, I couldn't join you in December, but my colleague Saida Jaffer, who's the staff person on the volunteer league reviewer, came here, and I said to Carol, you know, this was not a hard grant to defend. Some of our grants, some of our communities haven't quite got it together, but we measure impact. And I was saying to Steve that we look at that old Clairol ad. You know, I told 2 friends, and they told 2 friends, and they told 2 friends. So we're looking at the impact that grants will have in the community. And the Lions, you Lions have taken such good care, have had such good stewardship of this building over the years that you've had it. You've kept it upgraded, you've done a lot of the work yourselves, that it was very easy to defend this and to make this building barrier-free, because this building, as Steve said, is such an asset to Rideau Lakes Township. And it just looks fabulous coming up. I thought, wow, look at that. And the washrooms, I only checked out 1 washroom, but the before pictures and then. So I was very proud to recommend and very pleased that you got a grant of $139,500 to do these renovations. And I'm so pleased to be with you here today. Now, we cut the ribbon, so I have a new scarf here, and they'll tease me about that. But when I look to communities that I use as examples when I'm doing grants, I always look to Elgin. I always look to Rideau Lakes. I keep telling people to talk to Ron Holman, because Rideau Lakes has the best record of getting grants of any other community that certainly I've worked with. And I think it's because you understand the value of people, as we at the Trillium do, of a healthy, vibrant community. And here's another example. It was so great. It is so great to have people who have physical challenges, who have physical disabilities, to be with us today, because they could get into the building and they could use the bathrooms without anybody having to help them. So thank you for applying. Thank you for all the work. Thank you to Richard Steele for the fabulous job he did on the construction. And thank you to all the volunteers here.
And now I'd like to welcome up dignitary or Mayor Ron Holman.
President Jim and members of the Lions, ladies and gentlemen, Betsy from Trillium and Steve, thank you for the invitation to be with you today. And Betsy, I just want to say that you know, whether you bring a check or not, you're always welcome at Rideau Lakes. And I think that, you know, we have another project going on with the Trillium grant. So we're certainly thankful for the efforts of Trillium and the work that goes on in providing funding for projects like this. I do want to congratulate the Lions on this fabulous improvement to this hall. I couldn't believe it when I arrived, and it's the first time I've had a chance to look at the entrance and the washrooms. I will say, you know, I'll have to put my bathroom part in. I went to the far side first of all. I guess that was the way I was used to going when we had the long head tables there. Anyways, I did turn around and go backwards. But they are fabulous, and you should be so proud, because this hall serves so many people, so many functions, and it's going to, having it accessible in every way now is certainly a great advantage for many. And we appreciate what you do for our community. You should be proud of your work. I'm sure everybody, every member of the Lions had to go out and buy a new suit jacket, because I'm sure your chests are now sticking out. So you're so proud of this place. I have a feeling you should have a clothing allowance as well. Maybe that was part of the Trillium grant, I'm not sure. I do congratulate you, and I thank you for what you do for our township. You're very important. I know you, over the years, you've had many challenges, but just look at where this is today as compared to where it was several years ago. It's fabulous, and please accept my appreciation. And I speak on behalf of council, of which there's 2 members here today, Robert Taylor and Linda Carr, and I certainly appreciate it. I know I'm speaking on all of council's behalf. So thank you. Keep up the great job.
And now, could you please have Councillor Linda Carr.
It's definitely an honor to be here today and to be in this lovely hall. I remember, first of all, when I first started going up, there was like Mr. Hubert Summers who donated the land. We were so grateful for that, but it has added so much to this community. I remember also with day camp, we used to come here, And the lights up there, sometimes I wonder if the balls kept going up quite high, but I don't think we broke anything, did we? I can't remember. But also, I did get a chance to see both bathrooms, by the way, because I had the liberty before anyone got here to check them out. So they were beautiful. The entrance has made it so bright, it's unreal. And anyways, with all the people that work for the Lions, you do so much for our community. I don't even know where to say thank you, because you just do it. And when this was being constructed, believe it or not, I was at a function and I thought, how the heck are they ever going to do this? Well, we came in that back door. This door up here was blocked off, correct? A great big hole here. Nothing stops Elgin, okay? We got it, we want it, we do it. And anyway, we want to say thank you and keep up the good work. You do a marvelous job and you do so much. And I know also the community love those bingos. Don't ever stop those bingos. I have not had the opportunity yet to have a free night to go to a bingo. But when I do, it better be here, okay? I'll learn how to play, right? Yeah. You'll teach me, I'm sure. Anyway, again, thank you. We have some great old timers, and they've really worked their butts off all during the whole thing. Edgar Connell, I see you down there. Ab Evans. So anyway, again, thank you. You do a wonderful job. I said it was going to be short, didn't I?
All right, so I have a little speech. I'm not shy about talking, but the speech isn't always my forte, so I will have to read it. Line Keith, I may have to borrow your stool because I feel like I should thank the Wizard of Oz for how short I feel behind here. Some of this will sound repetitive with what everybody else has said, but on behalf of the Lions Club, we are beyond thankful for everything that everybody has done to get us to this point, so some of this may sound a little repetitive. I'd like to welcome friends, family, distinguished guests, and fellow Lions to our open house. With many years of support from our community, it is a great pleasure to have everyone here today to share a new barrier-free community hall. Our new washrooms and front foyer will make our hall more appealing for those with special needs for accessibility. Over 50% of our demographic community is over 50 years of age, so this allows us to support the needs of the seniors and others in our community. We also feel this will attract more events and special occasions. A very special thank you to candidate Steve Clark for his support with our project from the beginning, and a huge thanks to Betsy Heatley, the Ontario Trillium Foundation, for all their help, support, and funding, so we could proceed with our project and help give back to the community the strong support that the Elgin Lions Club needs. We would also like to thank our dignitaries from Real Lakes Township, Mayor Ron Holman, Councillor Linda Carr, and Councillor Bob Taylor, for their support and understanding what this means to the Elgin Lions Club. Special thanks, I'd actually like to have these gentlemen stand up. Special thanks to RV Steel, Richard Steel Construction, which is George Moore and Pat Ferguson. If you guys would please stand up. Not only was this project pretty significant for us, but it was completed in a timely fashion and definitely beyond our expectations of what we thought we would see in the end. And a lot of thanks goes to you, Pat, for your hard work, devotion, and personality. You're a lot of fun to have here. Also, a huge thanks to Carrie Crozier. She was definitely from ground zero and, helped us out a lot. I'm sure put up with a lot. And thanks for working with Carol and Bob and getting us on the right path and who to find. And I know she didn't get to hear the part of this preview of the speech. But also, none of this would have been possible without the extreme hard work and time and effort of Lion Carol and her husband Bob. Did you please stand? Also fellow Lions that were part of that committee to help this project get underway, but I definitely would like everybody to take a look at the hours logged by these people that took part in this and see what they put into making this happen for everybody here. I'm glad the community, we had a show from the community that people could see what we can bring. And if there's anything you need help with or any questions that you answered, grab any one of our lines you see in our blue shirts, and we'll help you with that. Everyone is also welcome for some refreshments and a little snack. And I'd like to have Reverend Seeley please come up.
Let us return thanks. O thou who art great and greatly to be praised, we thank you for our many blessings, for the country in which we live, for the community in which we dwell, for the organization of Lions Clubs and its associates throughout the world. We give you thanks. Especially we thank you this day for those who have made this special event possible. For the members of the committee, for the members of government, members of our club, and all of those who have supported us with their labors and with their best wishes and their gifts. We thank you for this special day of celebration. We thank you for the glory of this day, and we ask your blessing upon each one here and all our friends whom we remember who cannot be here for any reason. We thank you for the food we're about to receive. May it strengthen us to do thy will, we pray in thy great name. Amen.
Not only would I like to say that I'm proud to be a Lions, but I'm exceptionally proud to be part of the Elgin Lions Club. This is a group that really pulls together and works hard to get things done. So thank you to everybody here on the fellow Lions. Okay, so that concludes all of the wind blowing and everything else. And since we have a pleasant day, let's have some refreshments and some snacks and do a little bit of visiting. We'd like to have all of our guests come up first and grab your snacks and refreshments. Lion Evelyn, do you have anything else?
Nope,
You sure?
believe it or not.
Thank you, everyone.